Welcome to this week's vlog. We're up here at William Maughan's farm in North Riding and Durham. We're expecting to see lots of members later on this evening, and it's going to be a great evening. On Tuesday night, I was in Leicestershire. We did a young members meeting, and then we had a hog roast and barbecue. It was great to see lots of members there, lots of feedback, and I really enjoy these evenings where we're out on farm, where we're engaging with members and we're hearing directly from you. There continues to be a huge amount going on, a lot of political uncertainty. This week, ministers have been out at Groundswell, and Robyn's been there, and we'll update you later on, as well as with the SFI announcement. So I'm now going to hand over to Paul and Robyn.
If I'm honest, it's not every week that I use the words Environment Agency and good news in the same sentence, but this is yet another one of those weeks, because the Environment Agency have published what is going to be an annual report on the results of the inspections that they've conducted on farms across England in the last year. And the headline news is good. There has been a further 5% reduction in the number of non-compliances. And this has only been achieved by farmers and the Environment Agency working together to ensure that they improve water quality. A pathway I would urge the Environment Agency to continue to follow, rather than adopt a bureaucratic and costly regime such as permitting. But whilst the headline news is good, we know that we can stretch ourselves to do more. We can ask the Environment Agency to do more to understand the true nutrient loading in individual catchments and work with farmers there to reduce them. We know we can also ask the Environment Agency to adopt a more dynamic and pragmatic approach to ensuring that the measurements that are being taken in those catchments really do reflect the activities of farmers. We can also stretch ourselves as farmers to do more to adopt practices on farm that ensure we are always being sensitive to the water catchments like this one behind me that I'm lucky enough to live in. We're nearly halfway through summer show season, and it's been an enormous privilege to meet many of you at those shows, but yet there is more to come. So if you get the opportunity to have a day off at a summer show, please do come to the NFU stand and come and hear more about the work the NFU is doing, and allow us to hear more about what is happening on your farms and important to you. We look forward to seeing as many of you there as possible.
So I've had a fantastic couple of days at Groundswell. It's been a brilliant, vibrant atmosphere with lots of positive conversations. Great chance to sit down in person with a few other of the representative organisations. This morning I met with the Farming Minister, William Maughan, and we covered off around SFI, the new window opening, and the monitoring that's being done on the allocation of funding, and then also on tenants as well and the Tenants Forum. That has also been a conversation we've picked up with Alan Laidlaw in a roundtable with tenants on stand this afternoon, and you can find some more information about that on our members' channels. This afternoon we've had the announcement from the Secretary of State, which we really welcome, an update around easier access to higher tier agreements, so an expression of interest form will now be available. We'll also have the opportunity for single action agreements for species rich grassland, which is really needed for farmers to be able to access that action. And then also an ask that we've been making repeatedly of ministers is a common lands option. So there will be some trialling going on to make sure that common land can be included in higher tier agreements going forward. It's really positive to have got these announcements from the Secretary of State this afternoon, and to allow us to continue to move those conversations forward. We'll be continuing to keep a close eye on the SFI budget as we recognise the challenges. And I would remind everybody as well that we have got the option for pre-applications for anybody who's got agreements ending in December through to February. So get ready to make your applications in September window. But it's been a fantastic day. The weather's been glorious, and it's been an absolute pleasure to see so many members, and I'm really looking forward to seeing more members in the coming weeks at the events we'll be attending.
Thank you very much for listening. We look forward to updating you next week.